Today we're talking about the low FODMAP diet. If you've been struggling with bloating or gas or have been diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, aka IBS, then you've probably heard of the low FODMAP diet. Hi, I'm Lisa Valente, registered dietitian with Healthline. The low FODMAP diet reduces your intake of certain carbohydrates that are hard to digest and may cause pesky digestive symptoms in some people. The tricky part? FODMAPs are found in foods that we typically think of as healthy. So what are FODMAPs and how does the low FODMAP diet work? Let's break it down. What are FODMAPs? First things first, let's talk about what FODMAP stands for. FODMAP is an acronym for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. These words might sound confusing, but don't worry, we'll help simplify them. FODMAPs are a group of short-chain carbohydrates, or in other words, certain sugars and fibers that are poorly absorbed in the small intestine. These carbs travel to the large intestine, where they're fermented by bacteria, which may cause gas, bloating, and discomfort. Lactose, for example, is a common FODMAP that's found in dairy products like milk. Fructose, a sugar found in many fruits and vegetables, is another example of a FODMAP. For people who have digestive sensitivities like IBS, consuming too many FODMAPs can trigger uncomfortable GI symptoms. What are the benefits of eating a low FODMAP diet? A low FODMAP diet is designed to reduce or eliminate foods high in FODMAPs to give your gut a break. The diet's been mostly studied in people with IBS, and many studies have found that the low FODMAP diet significantly improves GI symptoms and even improves quality of life in adults with IBS. Because GI symptoms can cause stress and have been linked with anxiety and depression, a low FODMAP diet may have some psychological benefits as well. Still, keep in mind that not everyone is sensitive to high FODMAP foods, and the diet may not be helpful for everyone. High FODMAP foods to avoid. Okay, let's take a closer look at what foods are considered high in FODMAPs and may need to be avoided or reduced if you're gonna try this style of eating. Foods like onions and garlic, which are staples in many recipes, can be tough on the gut because they contain high levels of fructans, a type of oligosaccharide. Other high fructan foods include wheat, spelt, rye, barley, dates, dried figs, and cashews. Galactans, another FODMAP, are commonly found in legumes, including beans and lentils. And fruits like apples and watermelon are high in a sugar called fructose, which can also trigger digestive issues. Dairy products, especially those containing lactose, are another common culprit. Lactose is a type of disaccharide that some people can't properly digest. You can learn more about foods that are high in FODMAPs on healthline.com. We'll link an article down below. And for even more tips and recipes, sign up for our Digestive Health Newsletter. You guessed it, link down below. While the list of high FODMAP foods may seem overwhelming, there are many low FODMAP foods to fill your plate with instead. Examples include bell peppers, strawberries, zucchini, corn, rice, and lactose-free dairy products. Let's take a look at a few others. Animal-based proteins like meat, poultry, fish, and eggs. Certain nuts and seeds, including macadamia nuts, pine nuts, peanuts, and sesame seeds. Certain fruits like oranges, strawberries, kiwi, cantaloupe, lemons, limes, and grapefruit. Many vegetables, including bell peppers, carrots, cucumbers, kale, spinach, potatoes, tomatoes, and zucchini. Wheat-free grains like corn, quinoa, oats, rice, and sorghum. Lactose-free dairy products and dairy alternatives like almond milk. Low-lactose cheeses, including most hard cheeses, and some aged softer varieties like brie or camembert. All fats and oils, most herbs and spices. So how to do this diet and when to seek help. Following a low FODMAP diet can seem daunting, but it's totally manageable with a little planning and help from a nutrition professional like a registered dietitian. There are 3 main phases to a low FODMAP diet. Phase 1, elimination. During the elimination period, you'll avoid all high FODMAP foods for about 2 to 4 weeks. During this time, you'll see how your body reacts and whether your symptoms improve. To avoid nutrient deficiencies and ensure you're still eating a balanced diet, it's important to work with a registered dietitian or other healthcare professional during this phase. Phase 2, reintroduction. After the elimination phase, you'll slowly reintroduce high FODMAP foods one at a time to see how your gut responds. This phase helps identify which foods you can tolerate and which ones you should avoid or limit. Keeping a food symptom journal during this phase can be really helpful. While some people prefer to use a physical journal, there's also Low FODMAP diet apps and other tracking apps available that can make it easier to keep track of which foods you've reintroduced and any symptoms you experience. Phase 3, personalization. Based on your reintroduction phase, you can create a long-term, personalized eating plan that includes FODMAPs your body can tolerate. It's important to note that the Low FODMAP diet is not meant to be a lifelong restrictive diet. The goal is to identify which specific FODMAPs are causing your symptoms so that you can go back to enjoying a varied diet as much as possible. And remember, this diet is best done under the guidance of a healthcare professional who can help you through each phase. We hope you learned something about the Low FODMAP diet today. If you have more questions about a Low FODMAP diet, let us know in the comments down below. For more resources and support, be sure to check out healthline.com and sign up for our Digestive Health Newsletter. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more from me and Healthline.